Stirring the coffee with chopsticks using the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. We'll get started, but first, coffee. Actually, very good. This is the Cafe Bustelo made in the coffee sock. The coffee sock strainer, the Spanish coffee strainer thing. It's good. With heavy cream, a little bit of brown sugar. It's good. And I'm sure that's going to wake me right up. Very early one today. About 5 o'clock right now, 5 a.m. I was part of the 4:30 club today. When did smash become to mean sex? As in a guy saying, I'd smash that. It was like I was sleeping and then I woke up and guys were saying, I'd smash that. Is that one of those like ghetto words that kind of like made its way into mainstream language? Because I see that all the time now. Not a big fan of that happening. I was never a big fan of like when I see like suburban white girls saying, my bad. I don't know. It just seems like that the shitty language always makes its way to a more cultured group of people, but never the other way around. And it's quite accepted, isn't it? When people are talking what I would call ghetto language. Right? It's accepted. It's cool. But if cultured appropriate language works its way into the ghetto, the person who's trying to be more cultured ends up becoming labeled as, what are you trying to be? Are you trying to be white? Are you trying to be rich? Are you trying to act cultured? You're one of us. So it's difficult to get out, isn't it? Of a bad situation that you might have been raised in. You can do it, but you really need to literally, physically get yourself out. People, places, and things, get out if you want change in your life. Otherwise, you'll keep getting the same nonsense. And you'll be saying, I'd smash that. Oops, my bad. And a million of the other crappy things that eventually make its way into the dictionary. I looked out this morning and the sun was gone. I turned on some music to start my day. I lost myself in a familiar song. I closed my eyes and I slipped away. Boston, 1975. Gentlemen who still like women. I've used the new pheromone-infused beard oil for a couple weeks now. And how can I say this? It gets released on Friday. I give it a 2 thumbs up. It's getting received warmly. How about I say it that way? That will be for sale on this channel, and I will be posting the links on Friday. Pheromone-infused beard oil, along with the tactical soap. Here I am at my age talking about pheromone-infused products as I am out in the dating world. It sounds weird for a guy with white hair to be talking about this kind of stuff, but let me just assure you this. Nothing has changed in the dating world. Nothing as I've gotten older. The only thing that has changed is that the women are grayer and they're covering their gray. It's still the same exact behavior. Nobody has grown up. It's still the same bullshit. It's still the same cat and mouse stuff. It doesn't get better as you get older. It doesn't get better as you get older. The only thing that gets better is you if you choose to get better. That's it. You will get better, but that's a choice. It doesn't happen all by itself. If you are a man, the reality is men, let me tell you what a more disrespectful way of saying things is. People will say men age like wine, women just age. I get that. I understand that. But without, and guys say that with a little smirk on their face, and it's meant as a derogatory little dig to women. And I don't want to do that. But let's face reality. Men do age better. All things being equal, men do age better than women. There's not a desperation that accompanies age with men, most men. But I will tell you this, ladies, the things that age you are the people you hang out with, drinking alcohol, and sleep deprivation, and not drinking enough water. Things like that are just going to take a toll on you. I know at my age, when I meet women, they all drink. Everybody drinks. I've met one woman that doesn't drink. Only one that doesn't drink. And most do. And they drink till they're feeling good. Now imagine that. Alcohol dehydrates. If you are consistently dehydrating yourself year after year after year, imagine the effect that's going to have on your brain, on your face, on your body. And then you eat vegan, and then you walk, and then you work out, and then you drink. You do something good for yourself, and then you do something bad for yourself. So you're just kind of maintaining. Men, your biggest issue probably would be weight and lack of exercise. The man who ages well stays active, eats optimally for his body, whether that be not eating processed foods or going carnivore or mostly meat or mostly protein with minimal or no alcohol. That's how you age well. But all things being equal, men do, quote unquote, age better than women. Looks-wise, when I look at two people the same age, men tend to age better. Women need to jump through a few more hoops with hair and makeup and so forth. I find that the more natural a woman is, the more beautiful she is. That's just my opinion. I like women. I like how women age. I do. Some men don't. A lot of guys my age going for much younger women. I don't know why. I don't think they've looked in the mirror themselves. There's nothing like being with a peer, someone your age, who has been through life and is at the same point and come to the same conclusions about life that you have. That's a nice thing. Ladies, you don't want a daddy for a husband or for a partner, or you don't want a little boy. I know that door swings in both directions, and you think you really scored when you got a younger guy. How about a guy that's right for you? And I'm not talking about the right one or a soulmate, because I'm not a believer in that. I'm a believer in what functions, what works for people. And included in that philosophy is beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What I think is beautiful now is different than what I thought was beautiful when I was 25 or 30. Or what I think is beautiful is different than what a similarly aged man would think is beautiful. So go with what moves you, because when, like how well you work, think about function. The last thing, men, the last thing you're going to think about is how beautiful your wife is when you get into an argument. You know that's the last thing to go through your head. Ladies, oh, I got a nice young stud, or I got a nice rich man. You know what? Young and rich, or rich and young, or just rich, is the last thing you think about if you're in an argument with him, or when you need a solution to something, or when you need peace under that roof in that household. How well do you function with the other person? Do you travel well with them? Huge thing. Massive, massive thing. That's a great way of vetting somebody. How well do you travel with them? We'll do more on that later. I think I have 2 more sessions on how to vet somebody. I did the first one, and I need to do the second and third. Partners are like flashlights. Once you have a partner that is 1,000 lumens, everyone else seems dim. That's one of the rough things about dating. Philadelphia is gone. I've said it for years. They're actually working hard to destroy men. There's now a men's cuddling group. The men's cuddling group aims to redefine masculinity and heal trauma. This 2-year-old group draws men from various backgrounds: a 37-year-old Mormon who works as an airport gate agent, a 57-year-old married father. Anyways, it's groups of men with no shoes on, with pillows all around and soft, cushy couches, and they hug and cuddle. There's all varying levels of sexuality there. Some are gay, some are straight. I posted it. One guy said, yeah, there's 3 levels of sexuality there. There's gay, super gay, and secretly gay. One guy said. That made me laugh. But I just don't see the value in cuddling. Hey, you want some cuddle time? Sick motherfuckers. I'm sorry. Wake the fuck up, will you? If you think that's okay, you're a sick motherfucker. That's all. Well, that didn't take long for me to curse, now did it? On being a commercial actor, I had the nickname 2-take because I usually nail the lines in the first take. The highest compliment an actor can get from a director is, he takes direction well. So when you nail it, you make the director look good. That is your real job, is to make the director look good. Not to do a good job, but to make the director look good. That is no BS. If you're thinking of going into acting or modeling, take my word for it. I've done it for over 30 years. That is your real job. Make the director look good. I was contacted to audition for a commercial for a large medical provider out of the blue. I haven't been on television in 6 years. I'm grayer, older, my voice is different. So what the heck? I submitted. And we'll see what happens. But this is one of the reasons why I got out of it, is for the reason that I just said. We'll see what happens. That means that the decision is always in someone else's hands. When I was an actor, 5 years I was a full-time actor. It was the brokest years of my life. Broke. Just always struggling financially. But you couldn't act like that. That's where the acting comes in. Because everyone thought, oh, I saw you on TV. And they just assume that you're doing well. I can tell you right now, living that life is such an ass-kissing life. Because number one, you have to kiss the asses of people who you don't like and who don't like you. The other thing is you're always allowing other people to make decisions for you. You can try really hard, take a lot of acting classes, become really good, but still the decision is always up to someone else. And when I say decision, Money in your pocket is always the result of someone else's decision, and you have nothing to do with their decision. That's why I hated that life. Little tip for some of you who are thinking of going into acting. Full-time, that is. Part-time, wonderful work, a lot of fun. One of your best part-time jobs that you'll ever have. I tell this to many men that I've coached. It's okay to miss her body, but not the drama and hoop jumping that you went through. If you can't separate them, then you need to go full stoic on the issue and be, like me, the stable stoic. Delay your emotions, but don't deny them. There's pair bonding that happens when two bodies are together, and that is what you are missing. Believe me on this. When you miss somebody, it's the closeness of the bodies that you are missing. It's not the personality. The bonding happens when the bodies come together. That's the way we're created. So when people have pair bonded with many people over the years, there's a type of schizophrenia. And that's what you find with women who operate more on an emotional level. This schizzy kind of thing. And that's why guys are very hesitant to throw an anchor down with a woman because of the schitziness. As an older man, I can say this because I've seen it and I'm experiencing it now, even now at my age. A lot more when I was younger, and it bothered me. Now I don't really give a hoot. You literally have to live and act as if you have one foot out the door. That is your salvation. Take my word for it. That's the most important thing that I'm going to say to men right now. In the years that you've been watching me here, you better take that to heart. That will save you. Stop giving me the I'm an autist, I'm on the spectrum bullshit. I was learning disabled. I know exactly what you're talking about. I never had the type of political lobbying that there is for the mentally challenged and learning challenged. That didn't exist when I was younger. Now it's like a badge of honor to be labeled autistic or Asperger's or something, and it has become an excuse. Let me put it this way. Stop the bullshit. You have a gift. You have a gift. Use it. Society has told you that you are impaired. Some of you are even on disability because of that. Stop believing the lie and the insanity and the fake compassion from others that hold you back. The worst thing that can happen to you is that people will feel sorry for you. You don't want that. So this is my message to those that are learning disabled. Those that are SED, which is socially and emotionally disabled. Those that are on the spectrum, on the functioning spectrum. Rise the fuck up. The world is yours, and I'm giving you permission to go out there and crush it. You can do it. No more excuses. The number one thing that's going to make you money is your ability to sell, to communicate value. And a sale takes place when there's a transfer of enthusiasm, when someone else is as excited about a product or a service as you are, and they make a decision to give you something of value for that. Then a sale gets made. And you make money and create wealth for yourself. That's super important. John Paul DeJoria, the founder of Paul Mitchell Systems, was not in the shampoo selling business. He was in the reorder business. His money was made because people keep ordering the shampoo and the conditioner. So, as he says, you are not in the sales business. You are in the reorder business. Your wealth gets created when people keep ordering what you have on a regular basis. and more people keep reordering what you have on a regular basis. I hope that helps. Finish your coffee, and I'll see you tomorrow on the Daybreak Show.
Stirring the coffee with chopsticks, using the vortex method, is the only true way to optimize the flavor of my coffee at the molecular level.